Hey everybody, how's it going? So I thought I would make a quick video. I'm kind of pre-recording a little bit, so you're gonna see videos of me in like the same outfit. Only right now I'm not in my kitchen. I'm cuddled in my snuggie in the living room. Um, anyway, that obviously isn't the point of the video. I kind of wanted to take a few minutes to kind of answer some questions that I constantly get, and I'm sure everybody in this hobby probably gets it too. And I have to be a little bit honest. It can get a little bit frustrating sometimes getting the same questions over and over and over again. I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean, I'm not expecting everybody to be an expert. I'm certainly no expert, but I figure by making a video, I can just kind of direct people to it because Google isn't good enough. So, of course, this is going to be pertaining to tarantulas. First off, I've been in the hobby almost 2 years. I have over 20 specimens. Now, some of the more typical questions that I normally get. Are they poisonous? No. No spider is poisonous, no snake is poisonous. Are they venomous? Yes. There's a difference between venom and poison. When it comes to tarantulas, no tarantula, okay, there's never been a reported death from a bite of a tarantula. Can they make you sick? Yes, some of them can. Have I ever been bitten? No, I have not. Have I come close to being bitten? Yes, I have. Most times it's been mistakes on my end. Of course, I'm not perfect. There are times where I'm doing things and it really ticks the spiders off. They're territorial, just like we claim our space, they do too. And can you imagine how terrifying it would be for you if somebody kind of broke off your ceiling and came in with a giant pair of metal things poking around or doing whatever? So, it does happen. Is every spider extremely aggressive? No. I have a few that aren't aggressive at all. They're very pleasant and seem to be pretty happy for the most part. Do I have lots of mean ones? Oh, hell yes. I have quite a few mean ones. Do they come out of their way to attack you? No, they do not. That, I think, is a misconception, especially by movies and the media. They don't come out of their way to get you 9 times out of 10. Again, too, they are territorial. They protect their home just like we protect ours. Have I ever had any fly at my face? Yes, I have. Once. And it was a little green bottle blue sling. Rest in peace, little guy. I was trying to move him over from his original enclosure into his new one, and he decided that he wasn't going to go into the catch cup, he was going to jump. And because of where I was standing, I just happened to be in the way of his flight path. Of course, no, he didn't actually get near me, didn't hurt me or anything like that. Do they have fangs? Yes, they have fangs. And yes, I have actually been asked that quite a few times. Yes, they have fangs. They're kind of like hypodermic needles. They're hollow and have a small point on the end. Can they climb anything? From what I've been told, they can basically climb anything, but they struggle with porcelain. That's why you'll see a lot of times when I'm working, especially with old worlds, I do it in the bathtub. I'm trying to think. I should have made a list of all the questions that I get. Do they make webs? Yes, they web, but not like a typical spider. You're not going to see a tarantula normally hanging from a cool little funky web from the ceiling. Not going to happen. First off, they're very fragile creatures, so them on the ceiling is definitely not a good thing. But they web the ground. They'll, make what I call carpet, where they'll kind of web up the dirt, and if you move it, it kind of comes up like a carpet would in a sense. It all kind of sticks together, which is pretty neat. There are some that web more than others. Some just kind of, they'll lay a carpet down when they molt, which is when they shed their skin. A neat fact with that is they shed everything, including their fangs, which I think is really, really cool. Another question that I have actually got, and I've always thought they were joking, but in reality, no, they're pretty serious about it, is, do they live free roam in my house? I'm sorry, I'm giggling because I think it's so funny. No. As you can tell from any of my videos, they're all in enclosures. I do not let any of them free roam, ever. Wouldn't happen. First off, it's a danger to them. But second off, I do have other animals, of course, and I have rats, which would probably be prime targets. Which brings me to my next question. Do I feed them mice and rats? No, I do not. I wouldn't regardless, but my guys are way too small for that anyway. But I love animals, and I couldn't imagine myself doing that. I have too big of a heart to see, especially too because, well, as I've shown in past videos, I do have 2 rats as pets. I love them very much. I know in the wild, you know, that's Mother Nature, but I can supplement, you know, something like that for crickets and mealworms. Another question about feeding is, do I feed mine roaches? No, I do not. First off, I don't think it's actually legal to have them here. Secondly, I'm not trying to be gross, but roaches freak me out. I think they're disgusting. To anybody who keeps them, you know, even as pets, I know some people do. That's awesome for you guys. The look of them, the sound of them, they just creep me out really, really bad. It's just, I don't know what it is about them. They gross me out. So, no, I would not keep them in my house. I actually won't even keep crickets in the house. If I buy crickets for them, I buy the crickets, I immediately bring them home and put them in the tease tanks. I do keep mealworms, and a tip too, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but if you keep them in the fridge, it stops them from turning into a larva and then into a beetle for the most part. So I do keep my container of mealworms in the fridge. And right now, for the most part, mealworms is the main thing that my teas get, because especially for the little guys, it's hard to find pinhead crickets, whereas it's very easy to find small mealworms. Another thing is I buy my mealworms and crickets from store. I would not ever recommend going and just finding them from outside, as much as that might seem easier. You don't know what they've been into. There's pesticides and stuff. It could make your spiders sick. And to me, it's just not worth it. Another question that I get, which I just had on the top of my head, and now I forgot it, and I was thinking about the whole